Hello there, Eagles fans. Welcome back to Philly Eagles Therapy. I'm Basil,
And I'm Baz.
and we are recording, what is it, Thursday, October 9th, 2025. Um, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 10 minutes, I don't care,
2 minutes.
whatever. 2 minutes after the Eagles' dad lose in fantastic fashion, incredible fashion, 34-17, complete, utter domination by the Giants, completely opposite of what I said. I thought this was a game we were going to have a chance to kind of not, blow them out, but I thought, dominate front to finish, and complete opposite, Dad. We just got annihilated.
It's terrible because you had some players that made some plays that got some catches, that got some yards, but it was pathetic, and you could see it from the beginning.
Yeah.
But that interception was just god awful. Yeah. Go ahead.
No. That's everything. That's the end of the podcast. I mean, thank you for watching. Yeah, wow, Dad. I mean, it's funny. You don't have a big memory of losing very much when the run we've been on, and now it's two straight losses, and it's funny how different it is. Last week, we lost the Broncos at home, and it sucked. It sucked, but there was oh well, it's a good team, and it's you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose to teams that are lesser than you, and you're not gonna win every game. But it felt like there was some hope. After this game, I'm in a complete. It's funny. I'm a complete different thing, and I know the Giants are lesser, but maybe they're not. Maybe just I feel like it's trending the way it's trending. You are who you are, and I just don't think we're a very good football team.
Well, I want to say, it is the NFL. This is how it works. Things happen. But yeah, they were beaten tonight, and you could just tell when they got the ball after they got the down at the and they ran it 2 times in a row. I mean, I don't know what that was all about. So,
That
I
was
mean,
third
it looked
quarter,
to me
dude.
like the team gave up. It was just so
Oh,
bad.
100%. I mean, it's funny
So
because
bad.
you went on a drive and then the pick happened at the end of that drive, but it's that we're going way too far ahead though. We start the game off, we get the ball, horrible kickoff, correct? Horrible kickoff, we get the ball at the
Yeah,
40
got the ball
and
at the 40.
you get a field goal, and it's funny. I'm not like a lot of fans. A lot of fans will say, "Hey, I'll take that." And I'm not. I'm
No.
like, you should never ever kick a field goal in an NFL game. I think it's the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
I think the creation of the field goal is like the worst thing the NFL ever has done. Like, I'm. It's funny. We go up 3-0, and right away I'm like, okay, that's not good at all.
No, they
They
they had to
go,
come out of the box. They had to come out of the box flying. They did. They drove right down the field, and then they get inside I forget, inside the red zone. I think they were inside the 20, I believe.
yeah,
And just bad plays and bad, just you got to score touchdown there, and no
yeah,
urgency. That's the biggest key. No urgency
yeah,
on this team. I don't understand it, but it's got to change.
yeah. They get the ball. They go down and score. 6 plays, get a touchdown, and up 7-3. And right away, I mean that Jaxson Dart makes a great play, a running play against Zach Bond, who Zach Bond, he felt like he'd been having a pretty good season so far. But one thing that you notice about him, he is really not good at the QB spy.
No.
He stays there to make sure the QB can't run. And a lot of QBs have run on us this year, and he is real like that's his one of his biggest weak spots. He is really bad against the quarterback run.
Well, one of the biggest things, and Ben said it all week, you got to get sacks, and we just cannot get a sack. We get
Yeah,
one in the third quarter.
can't
We
buy
get
one.
one in you got to get some sacks early. And it just, and we got these scrambling quarterbacks that we just don't know how to contain. Guys are bumping into each other. They're falling, they're flipping. It was the worst I've seen in a long time. It hurt. It was hurt.
Yeah.
It was hard to watch, especially
So
with, the Giants and a team that you think last week lose to the Saints, looked terrible.
yeah,
And here they are. Now they're superstars. I mean, again, last week Denver won their Super Bowl, and this week the Giants, the fans got to enjoy it.
but
It
no,
was
it's
hard.
funny because you're down 7-3. They go three and out, like you said, no urgency. It's just not a serious team. We're going to talk about everything, but
Yeah.
we punt the ball back to them after a three and out, and they go down for a 66-yard touchdown drive. They missed the PAT,
Yep.
but this is when it happened. It was 13-3. They're up by
Right.
10, and you and I said it to me. I said it to you, and I'm like, oh, we might get blown out. Like we don't we might get blown out in this game. Not
You
only will
you
we
did.
lose, we might
Yeah.
get blown out in this game,
You
and we
said it.
did.
And they did. It was I mean, and you finally have a little bit of life there when they're driving and guys are open and they're it's just there's so many things you could point to in this game.
Yeah,
Devontae's wide open. That was a huge play. That could have been a touchdown to take us
Look,
ahead.
so
Awful.
hold on, bring it back in. You're going too far ahead of me.
I'll bring it back
So
in.
it's 13-3, it's 13-10. We go up 17-13, and it's like, okay, maybe we'll still win, but just won't be happy about it.
Yeah,
Which we haven't gotten to be happy about a game yet this year. I mean, it's been a horrible season, 4-2, and it's
yeah,
been a terrible season.
it
Um,
has.
they go up 20-17. We have one of the worst half ends to a drive of a half with Hurts running, and there's no time on the clock, no timeouts, and he just runs,
Yeah,
and then it's fourth down, and you're like, what are you doing? Um, the second half starts good. We get a 3-and-out, and it's like, okay, here we go. But then we 3-and-out,
right.
and it's the tale of the two halves, but it's also the tale of two sides of the ball. When
Yeah,
the defense plays well, the offense doesn't play well. When the
yeah,
offense plays well, the defense doesn't play well. Like it
right,
just there's no complementary football on this team
right.
whatsoever.
And there was a lot of talk about, Jalen Carter being out. Well, he's just one player, and he hasn't really been the impact player we've talked about anyway this year. So it's just everything that they're doing everything wrong.
Yeah.
It was just, it was hard to watch, really tough.
So it becomes 27-17. We get the ball at the end of the third quarter, and you already mentioned it. Another really one of the worst ends to a quarter. They run the ball on 1st and 10. Okay, it goes nowhere. Predictability again. You're down 10. Somehow you're running the ball. I don't know. And then you run the ball again and you lose 2 yards, and it's third and
Yeah,
12. And it
yeah,
goes into the fourth quarter, and we're sitting there going, oh my God, like I felt like I was standing up and I fell into the couch because I'm just like, the play calling is so unbelievably bad.
right. And there's other things too. I mentioned to you this before. You got the Steen tap in the center snap. Well, everybody knows when you're going to snap the ball. No other teams do that in the league. You don't know when they're going to
Yeah.
snap it. The Giants had players on the offensive line that just dominated our players. It was really ugly. It got ugly. I don't know where they go from here is really what you're trying to say, I think.
Yeah. So then we finally have a good drive. We finally got it putting together. You're like, okay, we're only down by 10. There's 11 minutes left in the quarter. If they score before 11 minutes, you got a ball game. And Hurts throws one of the worst interceptions of his career.
Right.
Um,
The
I
first
just
interception this season.
yes,
But a
yeah,
bad play call. The out pass when you're inside the 12, 13-yard line. What are you doing?
yeah.
Yeah.
And Giants take it down. They don't get a pick six, but they do take it down there and end up with a touchdown. And after that, it's lights out. I mean, we have another drive that ends in a fumble with AJ Dillon fumbling it after he had fumbled the kickoff at the 5 yard line out of
Uh,
bounds. And then the
right.
Giants just run the clock out, just dominating.
Yeah.
Almost a comical loss. That it's at times you're laughing because it's just like the play calling is so bad, the defense is getting gashed, the offense is just inept.
Not helping
It's
at all. Yeah.
it's just it's so strange that this team's 4-2, and it's just such a weird feeling because it just feels like you're 0-6, and I mean we might as well be because I just don't have I have no I have no positivity, I have no upside, I have no look to the future for this team right now.
Yeah. Right now they're in a rut. Now they got 10 days off. Some of the guys will be coming back, which is great. Quinyon going out didn't help, but they got no receivers, and he was throwing the ball all over the place. Again, we can't stop the first down, 7 yards, and on an out pass. I mean, can we just try to cover somebody tight? It was ugly. It was ugly. And Keeley, we've been calling for his name the whole season. I think that
Oh,
experiment's over.
yeah,
I don't know
man,
where they go from there.
he's a we can go player by player here. He's a very surprising one, just because we talked about it. The tools, 6'2", runs a 4.37, size. He's big. He's strong. He played at Georgia. The pedigree,
He was
man,
great in Georgia. He was great there. Yes.
he is really bad. And I don't know what it is. Is it if it's confidence or it's just not working? But he is really bad. And Quinyon goes out, and Dory Jaxson comes in, and you're looking at this like, oh my God. But like you said, they don't have any great wide receivers. I mean, Wan'Dale Robinson is a proven wide receiver, but he's never
Yep.
done big things. They went into this game with most guys not having a single catch, and they
Yeah.
just
Well,
killed
it's
us the
funny.
whole
I'm gonna
game.
reel it. I'm gonna reel it back to that
Go ahead.
Adoree with the catch that Robinson made. A throw up. It was 3rd and 12. You
No, it
can't
wasn't
cover a
Robinson.
guy.
That
Who
was the
was
other
that then?
guy. We never even heard of him.
The big guy, right?
Yes, Wandale Robinson's number 17. He's small.
Okay. No, no,
That
it
was
was the
some
other
other
guy,
random guy.
the big tall guy.
Lil Jordan Humphrey. That's his name, Dad.
Okay. He makes that
Four
throw up
catches,
in the air
55
and
yards.
the throw in the air. That was one of the bigger plays of the game because right away you're like, we had him 3rd and 12, and now they're down at the 40-yard, 30-yard line. Yeah, it was ugly, man. It was ugly.
Yep.
I don't
Um,
have much to say about it either. It's just
yeah. So we talked about
wow.
Ringo. Talk about Zach Bond, who's just, talk about Jahad Campbell making some pretty bad decisions out there. He let Skattebo run him over for a first down instead of jumping at him to hit. Or no, it was Jaxson Dart instead of
Right,
jumping at him to
right.
hit him. And it's just like, I know Jahad Campbell, Zach Bond, people have been saying, oh, you can't break that up, but run defense is terrible. And last year, the run defense when Nakobe Dean was out there wasn't that bad. So
Yeah,
maybe Nakobe Dean has to get out there because it ain't working with these linebackers. People have been saying they've been playing great. Well, the run
yeah,
defense is getting gashed, and the
yeah,
linebackers have a part in the run defense.
yeah, they
So
do.
what's the solution there?
Well, it's funny because there was a few plays when it's like 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. I'm like, bring up those backs, bring them up. They don't bring them up. And like I say, our guys who we've been holding out hope for, even Ojomo, who he was just getting pushed back. He's getting pushed all over the field. He made a couple plays where he's in the backfield. They can't tackle again. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with it. It's been tough. And I know the running quarterback has been a bane of our existence this season so far. Every one of them is getting away. You got the last everyone but Stafford, I think, and Dak, they're the only two that
Yeah,
weren't really running. The other guys are running 50, 60 yards every time. Even, and the blitz is there. They are there, but then it opens up and there's a whole sea and quarterbacks just take off. So,
it's funny, Dad, because I leave work and I see on my phone Jalen Carter not playing,
right.
and I call you right away, and I'm like, dude, Carter not playing. You're like, yeah, I know, and I'm like, this might be a trap game now. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, they're resting the guys and they're thinking, oh, we're gonna win, so let's not play him. Let's not play him. And then they
Right.
just get dominated. It's actually it's oh I know as an Eagles fan it's not funny, but it's kind of
Right.
funny. It's so
But
bad.
I know you get mad at me when I say it, but when things went bad and I said there's going to be an injury, it's just that kind of game. And then the next thing we know, somebody's wearing a beanie on the sidelines. And I went,
Yeah. Well
that's how it works. That's what happens in these
the
games.
the problem is, Dad, it's not been it's you've said that every single game. So the fans watching home, my dad says that all the time. It's that kind of game. Someone's gonna get hurt because we're not doing too well. But the
Yeah.
problem is it's not that kind of game, Dad. It's that kind of season, it feels like now. I
Yeah,
mean,
it does. It does.
you've said it every game, and yes, you've been right, but it's not because it's that game. It's the
Wait, wait,
season.
wait. What did you say? Did you say I was right? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm enjoying. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Um, do you like how much more do you want to talk on the play caller? Because the play calling is just so bad. It's just so
Well,
bad.
I just cannot get over when you're down at the 10 and, and the game was not out of hand yet.
Yeah,
And then you
true.
run it two times. The first one he gets no yards, and the second one he gets 2 yards. I'm like, what are you
-2.
doing? Throw it deep, man. Let's throw a couple deep ones. Finally, we tried to throw a deep one, but he overthrows a guy wide open by 20 yards,
Yeah,
over
that
20
was
yards.
yeah.
That was it.
So
We
then
needed that.
do, we can move off the play caller because I have some time I want to spend on our quarterback.
Go ahead.
All right. So Eagles fans don't really like me very much. I've been very vocal about this quarterback in my time recording this podcast, 3 seasons.
Right.
I've been very vocal about him, and I've had Eagles fans tell me I'm a fake fan because of the way I feel about this guy, and I continue to say it. I've said it to JJ every single game. I texted him, I've called him, I've told you this guy could win us three, 4 Super Bowls. I don't like him. I watch him
I,
play. I don't
right.
like him. I
Yeah.
see a running back playing the quarterback position, and I see a guy, and you guys, people are going to think, oh well, he follows what the media says. I see a guy who's carried by the weapons he has. I see a guy who has 2 number 1 receivers. He's got a top 10 tight end. He's got one of the greatest running backs of the generation.
Right.
And I just think I see it. I don't see him. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's great. I've said it before. I think he's good. I think he's a good player. I said it last year. He won't win you a Super Bowl, but he'll get you to the playoffs. And I
Yep.
was wrong.
Yep.
We won a Super Bowl, but
Yep.
and he got the MVP because he has spurts of greatness. I'm not going to deny that. I think he
Right.
has great plays. He has great moments. I just don't think he's great. And I really thought today was a great example of it. I question his decision making. He's running. He's 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he throws the ball to the running back. He could have ran another 11 yards. Someone could have gotten
Right.
open. He throws it right away. Well, what
Well,
are you doing?
the thing
He's
the thing
got
he does, go ahead.
He's
He
got
breaks
eight
that.
seconds. He's got
He
8 seconds
Yes.
behind this offensive line. And this year people have been saying, oh, the offensive line, it's not the same. And I get it. The running game hasn't been as great. They haven't been keeping their blocks as long. But in the
No.
passing game, I see sometimes this guy has 8, 9 seconds to throw the ball, and
Well,
he won't throw the freaking ball, dude.
we counted 8 seconds to one play, but that those times when he's getting chased down, like throw it. Like other quarterbacks throw it away. Yeah, you might get intentional grounding, but you also might get a pass interference downfield.
That's what it's all about.
Throw the ball away. There's so many times that why did we run for 2 yards? It's second down. You should have thrown it away. Like it's just
And that's what it's
just,
all
and
about,
I think
Dad.
it's a regression. I believe it's a regression this year more than any year that I've seen him play. Just even now his accuracy is off, horribly off.
And it's like last week, the Broncos game. Instead of throwing the ball out of bounds while he's running out of bounds, he runs out of bounds for a negative 2 yard loss
Or five or
or
seven.
negative 1 yard loss.
Right.
And today, he misses, of course, the Devontae, the deep ball, the open one. I get that. That's not even the one I thought that was terrible. It was a game losing play, but that wasn't even the one I'm really focused on. I just see this guy play football, and I just don't think he's a great football. I just don't think he's a really good football player. I just don't. I don't
That's
think he's
fair.
meant to be a quarterback of an NFL team. And God, I swear to God, I pray to God, I hope I'm wrong, because I was last year when I said he'll never win us a Super Bowl, and he won us a
Right.
Super Bowl. That's great, and
Right.
I'll always be thankful for that and grateful for that, and I'll always love him for that. But I watch this guy play, and I think, couldn't Tanner McKee do some of this? Because we
Right.
saw Tanner McKee do this last year against the Cowboys, and we saw
Right.
Tanner McKee do it before. I just, why does the offense look different and look stagnant when he's in? And you can't sit here and tell me, if you're an Eagles fan, even if you love him and think he's a top two quarterback, you can't sit here and tell me that he's a consistent passer, because he's not. He's not a
Right.
consistent passer.
No.
He has the moments. Again, I've said it. He's got the deep ball. He's a great deep ball thrower. I get that. But the decision making, and then when he decides to run, he doesn't run full. It's like, oh, is he going to run? Why isn't he
Yeah.
running? Run. Oh, he's
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. The run
And
seems to be, and the RPO is not working because we can't run the ball anymore. I mean, and it's just ugly. I mean, remember the one? What was the one play? He ran like this one of the early plays in the game where it was an RPO and he ran. I'm like, oh, what are you running him for? He's got nowhere to go. He lost 2 yards or so. And then, what are you doing? Let's get this game going. Like, this is a team that we talked about that should have had a get right game. Throw the ball on a team that has good D line, but the D line really didn't disrupt them that often. Burns got a few sacks, but that was just because they were able to stun us and we were always in 3rd and 10. So I mean, it's bad. And I don't know where they go from here. I really don't. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens next week.
what you said is a
Next
great
week.
what you said is a great point, Dad. Just throw the ball. Give it a chance, because guess what? You could get a pass interference because you
Right.
got these great pass catchers. You got these
Yeah.
guys who know how to get. Oh, they got held. Pass
Yeah.
interference, or like you said, maybe you'll get a roughing the passer, because we know that the Giants got, or we didn't. No, we know that the Chiefs got 2 of them against us because he threw
Yes.
the ball.
Right. Right. And
And
and our penalties were
well,
timely too. They killed us too
I
much.
want to throw the penalties in there, because I saw someone post on the page, on the Eagles page of Colorado Springs, which we didn't mention. Sorry, Philadelphia Eagle fan club in Colorado Springs. Yeah, someone posted on there, that's not a pass interference, about the Keely Ringo thing. And while I would agree, I didn't think it was pass interference. I think there's something to it, and I know a lot of people were going to say, oh, they think that's crazy. Super Bowl champions, they think the refs are against them, because people have been saying the refs are for us this year. I think the NFL, like me, despises the tush push. And when they see a team run 4 tush pushes in a row, and then they zoom out and they zoom in and they see that there's a false start and 2 guys jumping off sides and false start, I don't think you're going to get many calls because I don't think the NFL really likes you. And I
Yeah,
think that referees, they can't tell when the tush push is a false start because it's just too
right,
fast. But I
right.
don't think the referees are going to be throwing flags in your
Yeah,
assistance because you're running this damn play that no one
right.
likes.
Well,
And
I
and
mean,
maybe I'm a crybaby because I don't like the play, but I don't like the play.
yeah,
And for Eagles fans who say, "Oh, that's stupid. You don't like winning. Why do we need one play to win? Why do we
right.
need a play that gets us 1 yard? That should not be the one thing that's winning us games."
I mean, that
And
was
I
the
just
big thing this week with like Seth Joyner and some of the other guys, Clark, whatever his name is, they were calling out on some of the penalties from last week's game. This week's game, there weren't really any. I mean, I hate when they pick a flag up on that one with the
I would
AJ
agree.
Brown, and then the Keely Ringo one, which, he was grabbing the guy's arm, but we've seen that 100 times from other teams grabbing the arm when he's trying to catch the ball. They did give one to
Yeah,
Devontae, which was nice, you
yeah. I
know.
just think I think my thought is on. I just think it's so hypocritical for Eagles fans to be calling for penalties when we get a free pass on tush pushes all the time.
Right.
I
Well,
just
we
that
won.
bothers me,
Yeah.
and that's why I think referees. I don't think they're jumping to call flags for us because they're getting mad that the NFL is getting on their neck because they're not calling false starts.
Right. Right.
You know,
Well,
these referees are getting bashed every week on first things first and first take and whatever all those shows are called. They're getting
right.
bashed on those shows because they're not calling the false start on the tush push. So I don't think they're jumping to throw flags for the Eagles. I just don't. And
Yeah.
maybe people are going to say, "Oh, you think you're saying the refs are against you." I'm not saying that. I just think the NFL isn't really jumping to help a Super
Right.
Bowl winning team when they're
Yeah.
doing this play that everybody hates.
Yeah. Well, one of the things they got to do is be more consistent, get ahead of the game and put it away. I mean, again, they were ahead in the game. They were
Yeah,
winning 17-13, and they just went flat again, like the entire like I think at one point it was punt, 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 three and out, three and out, three and out. You
yeah.
can't do that. I mean, you look at these other teams that even the good teams, but even some of the teams like the Giants today, which we wouldn't consider are a great team. Last week they were awful. And first down, boom, 7 yards. So now it's 2nd and 3. What we can't do that? I just don't understand it. It just doesn't make any sense.
And that's the
But
next thing
it
that we
goes
got to
back
talk
to the
about.
play calling. It goes back to the play calling. It just really does.
And the next worst thing that we have to talk about is just this. Yeah, we talked about the defense already. Zach Bond, Jahad Campbell. We got stars on each level. Quinyon Cooper. But it's just the weak spots are so glaringly weak that it's
Yeah,
just like, how do you recover from this?
right.
I mean, like just you got this. I'll say the stars. Quinyon Cooper in the secondary. And then
Yeah.
in the linebackers, Zach Bond and Campbell, I don't want to throw him in the star category
Still a
yet.
new guy, but yeah,
And then defensive line, Jalen Carter. And you could say Davis is starting to get to that point. We'll see. But it's just like the other holes are so glaringly bad. I mean, the
right.
defensive end rotation.
Yeah, it's
And
it's not
I know, and JJ mentioned it. I get it. Are the injuries affecting us? Nolan Smith's out, but Nolan Smith has 0 sacks in the season when he played.
right. Right.
And Zadarius Smith is leading our team in sacks, and I think he's not been playing well whatsoever. I
Yeah,
mean,
well, this past week, this game, he was. I don't know if it's catching up to him. He's older and just didn't look good. Aziz again, he didn't do much. Hunt was in there once or twice, but they can't contain these quarterbacks that are right there within grab reach, and they can't grab them. Ty
I know,
Robinson looked good today, but I mean, maybe he
I
should be
know,
playing more. But yeah, it's
I
just
I know that Jalix Hunt played safety in college, but he's not a safety in the NFL for a reason. And why
right,
are you dropping him back in coverage?
right,
And I know the big podcast, the Eagles podcast, we're a low tier. I get it, but the big one, the Ruben Dave from Eagle Eye. Rube always talked about, Reggie White used to drop back in coverage back in the day. Well, I don't remember winning any Super Bowls with Reggie White. And I
right,
wasn't born, so I wouldn't have remembered them even if I don't remember them because I wasn't born. But if I
right.
was there, I wouldn't remember them either because we didn't win them.
Yeah,
And it's not a smart thing to have one of your edge rushers who you drafted to be an edge rusher play coverage. And
right.
that ball went right into his gut. He doesn't catch it. He also pass interfered on the play. They didn't call it. I don't know. He pass interfered on him. The ball goes in his gut and he drops it.
Right.
And why is this guy in coverage against a wide receiver or a
Yeah,
tight end, whatever?
we need sacks. We need sacks.
Yeah.
We need that
You're
comfortable
you're
the quarterback to be uncomfortable. And Jaxson Dart looked like he was playing with a family picnic today.
Your
He
defensive
really
tackles
did.
play defensive tackles. Your edges should play the edge. I just don't understand the desire. Oh, Jalen Hunt, drop back the coverage. I don't understand that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even when we blitzed, we got really not much pressure. And of course, they're throwing the ball in 2 seconds. We have a quarterback that has 8 seconds, and they're throwing the ball with 2 seconds, and we're playing deep coverage. I don't understand that as well, especially when
Can
it's
we
third and
talk?
six.
Can
Drives
we
me
also
nuts.
talk about how unbelievably bad the special teams is?
Oh, it's gotten
It's
worse and
just
worse
it's
and
just
worse.
it's just funny because they talk about like it's been talked about and we talked about it. The special teams won us 2 games really.
Right.
The field goal blocks at the end of the
Right.
Rams game, of course, which was great. The punt block in the Bucks game, which was the difference of the game.
Yes.
But this kick return and kickoff, I gotta say, the kickoff's not good either. The
No, and
kick
punt,
return,
punt,
the,
punt
the kick return,
coverage.
it has to be the worst kick return in the league. We'll have to find numbers that show it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
average starting position by a team, there's no way anyone's worse than us
No,
because
it can't
we're
be
starting at the 10-yard line sometimes, the
on a
5-yard line.
kickoff. Yeah.
Tank Bigsby's fumbling the ball. AJ Dillon fumbles the ball. I'm just like, I'm stunned and I'm confused more so because on the practice squad, there's a man named Britton Covey, who many people like to call my boyfriend because I love that guy. He's a great punt returner, and maybe he'd be a good kick returner, and they're not using him. And then we also
Well,
signed this Xavier Gibson guy who has had punt return touchdowns in his career, and he's nowhere to be seen. He's on the
yeah.
field.
Well, you know how
I
many
don't,
different we had like four different kick returners today, right?
yeah.
We had Dillon, we had Bigsby, and we also had number two.
Well,
Maybe that was a punt.
Dotson's the
That,
punt
that
returner,
yeah, it might
yes,
have been a
but
punt. But we had several kick returners today, and every kickoff we just cannot do anything with it. It's it's
Dad,
it's ugly. It's ugly.
what's your hope percentage on this season?
I'm
1 to
still
100.
high on. I still think we can turn it around, but it's going to be difficult, man. We still got two more games before the bye, and we need to do it. We had that tough beginning, but obviously we won kind of a couple of them on the skin of our teeth, and now we've got Minnesota, and then we have the Giants again, and then we go by. So I don't know.
Before the Broncos game, I said to you, we have to go 3-1 over the next 4 games.
Right.
And you said, yeah, we'll do it. We'll go 4-0. I'm like, well, but we have to go 3-1.
Well,
I
we went
you
two and
want
two.
I said you should go 4-0, but you have to go 3-1. No, no, no. We
Right.
haven't gone 2-2, Dad. We've gone 0-2.
Right. It's
You
true.
forget we have to play the Giants again in 2 weeks at a game
Yeah.
we were planning to go to. I don't think we're going to that game.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not buying plane tickets to watch that. There's no
Yeah.
way.
I
I'm not
I
spending
agree.
$900 to watch that happen on a football field.
Right.
I don't even know what to do about that. But
Yeah.
I'm just, I'm, I have almost, I mean, maybe it's a good thing because after the Broncos game, I had faith and I had hope, and that's been shattered. And maybe it's good because last year when we were 2-2 and we lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I was like, all right, fire the coach.
Right.
Quarterback sucks. Da 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 da.
Yep. Yep.
And we end up going on a run with the Super Bowl. So maybe it's good that I don't have hope because I'm in the 25 to 30% range. If you're
Right.
where are you at 75, 60?
I would say 65.
Yeah, I'm probably at the 15 to 23. 23 is a
Like,
good number.
here's the thing. Barkley's first two carries, 31 yards. I'm like, oh, here we go. And then minus 2 yards every carry after that. It was awful. I mean, we just can't
Yep.
run the ball, and then that's not helping us at all. It's just awful.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Your buddy Vento, who's quite a knucklehead, and he's watching. Um, he said season's over last week.
Yeah, he did.
And man, is he actually a genius? I don't know.
Well, he
But
said they're
man,
not going to win the East, and that pissed you off big time.
I mean, this this is the hardest part about it. Being 4-2 doesn't suck. Losing games sucks, but it doesn't suck. There's a season. It's a long season.
It
What
is.
sucks to me right now is that to going into the season, I wasn't very high on repeating as a Super Bowl champion. It's so hard to do, you guys. I know we just saw the Chiefs do it, but that was 20. The last time that happened was 20 years before that. So
Right.
there wasn't a big part of me that was going and going, oh, we're gonna repeat. No, I was thinking like, hey, we could, we're a good team, but that wasn't my big thing. My objective for this season was to end the whole, oh, it's been 20 years since someone's won the NFC East 2 times in a row. I wanted that to be gone. I wanted us to win
Right.
the division twice in a row. Shut that up. We're done. But now I'm full on believing. I do not think we're going to win this division.
Yeah.
So
I know it's still early and there's a third of the season left, but
we're
or
four and
two
two.
thirds. We're 4-2. There's
We're
still
4-2. The Cowboys are going to be 4-2 this week. Or no, they have a tie. Thank God that helps.
yeah,
But the Cowboys are going to be 3-2-1 this weekend.
right.
Is that right mathematically? Am I wrong?
That's
Yeah.
correct. That's
Cowboys
correct.
are going to be 3-2-1 this weekend. What are the Commanders?
Three
What are
and
the
two.
Commanders right now? They're three
Two
and
two
two.
no. 3-2. Yeah.
They're 3-2, so they're going to be
Yeah.
4-2 this weekend when they beat the Bears.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to be tied in the division with the Commanders. Cowboys are 1 game behind,
Right.
and we still have to play the Cowboys again, which we're going to lose if we play anything like now. Their offense is going to annihilate us.
Yeah.
The Commanders twice that we have to play, which it's funny because we thought those are the last 3 weeks of the season. We play them twice. We thought we're going to have the division locked up by then. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we got to play the Giants again in 2 weeks. Who just I don't know if you just saw that game. We lost by 3 scores.
Yeah. Yeah. They killed
We
us.
lost that game by as many We lost that game by as many scores as we won the Super Bowl by. Think about
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Won the Super Bowl by 18 points. 3 scores. We lost that game
Yep.
by 3 scores. I
Yeah.
mean, that's just is
And
it?
it's funny, they all talk about that. They're going to flip the switch. Well, where's the
No.
switch going to come from?
Well,
You
you and I
know,
talked about that, and you asked like, oh, can they still flip a switch? Switch should have been flipped already.
yeah.
If there
Yeah.
was a switch to flip, it should have been flipped.
It's,
And I mean,
yeah.
Eagles fans might annihilate me for this one. I don't know. We don't have many people watching, so I don't know. Do you
You
do
might,
you
you might,
do you use this time? Do you use this period to try to see what you can get for AJ Brown? I mean, he's obviously not happy here.
right.
We don't have a quarterback who can get. I mean, he had 80 receiving yards, but it doesn't feel like we have a quarterback who can get him the ball as much as he needs to.
But they're all short passes
I
too.
mean, why not try to see if you can trade him? You have Devontae, who you believe can be a number 1 receiver. Is Dotson good enough to be your number 2? Maybe not. No, I don't know. But
Right.
if you get a first round pick, maybe you can draft a wide receiver in the right. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it should happen because I love AJ. I don't want him gone. But now we're starting to think about if I'm thinking this season might be over. I mean, is it a good time to possibly try to trade him? I don't know. I don't want to say that because I love AJ. I don't want him gone.
Right.
I don't want him gone.
No, I know.
But
But
I don't know, man.
the
I don't
way
know.
they're calling plays right now, I don't know if anybody's happy. Tell you the truth, I don't
No.
think Barkley's happy. Devontae's out there getting just every time he catches the ball, he gets rammed. He gets
Do you
nailed.
do you pull a do you do a Matt Patricia here, Sean Desai? Do you make another play call? You have to, right?
I don't know. I mean, they said they're going to give him some time. Oh, maybe we got to wait till the end of the season. But man, I don't know if Patulo's up to the task. It's just
He's
not
absolutely
looking
he's
good at
not.
all. It's you run it twice inside the 10. I just don't know what to say. And obviously they gave all the momentum away, and they just continued to give it away that game. They made Jaxson Dart look like rookie of the year, and they made
Yeah,
Skattebo look like rookie of the year. So I don't know what they're
yeah.
going to do there.
They
Where
might both
last
get it.
week Dart was awful last week, so I don't know
Yeah.
what to say.
They might both get rookie of the year.
Co-rookies of the
I
year.
mean, I
We'll
mean,
see what happens.
wow. That's
Yeah,
just
it's bad.
incredible. It's just
All right.
incredible.
Well, before you chase away all our listeners now, I don't know what else to say, man.
I got nothing, man. I
It's it's
have
it's been
just
it's been
do you
rough.
I mean give Scott Leffler a chance to call some play con. I mean he's Tom Brady's best friend. Maybe something's there. I don't know.
Maybe Nick takes it over again. I mean, we need something because
Something
it's
has to
definitely not
change.
happening. I
And it's
I
funny
just can't
because we
believe it.
we thought something was going to change after the Broncos game. It was like, hey,
Yep.
maybe that's a good loss. Get a chance. Man, were we wrong there?
Well, you're up 17-3. Run the ball. They didn't run the ball. Now this week they try to run the ball when they're down by 10.
It's
It just
incredible.
looked ugly. It was ugly, so bad. They can't run for 2 yards. It was really. Then they tried to go outside one time, and that was even worse.
Yeah.
So the RPOs are gone. It doesn't work at all anymore. It seems to me like when Hertz wants to run, it's he waits too long and then he's running. Guys are chasing him down from behind. It's just hard. It's hard.
Yeah. Well, we'll always have the 2024 Super Bowl. All right, Dad. You got anything else to say? I got nothing.
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
wow.
I gotta cut you off.
What a game. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Man, it got bad. It
spectacular.
got worse. It got worse. It got worse. It just didn't.
And
Yeah.
it's funny because it wasn't like we had a great first half, but it just continues the whole 17 points in the first half, 0 in the second. Like, wow, like it's just like I don't know, it's weird because sometimes the second half is I guess the one time the Rams, the second half was great.
Right.
It was like so, but it just feels like the halftime, I don't know, the halftime adjustments, they're not doing it, man.
That's 3 games ago already. I mean, that's
I
just
know.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
Rams was 4 games ago, right?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
week three? Okay, that's
We
fair.
kind of expected. Okay, the first quarter was. Oh, I mean, the first half was okay. Second half was again. We're back to being nothing in the second half at all. And then, of course, you're driving. You're down 10. You're driving, and then you throw a pick that goes 60 yards the other direction. Thank God it wasn't a pick six, but then they still ended up getting a touchdown from it on a
I'm
third and
okay.
12 pass interference.
I'm okay with the AJ Dillon cut. I'm okay with that. If you release him, 2 fumbles, fumbled the kickoff,
Ugh.
fumbled the pass. I'm okay
Yeah.
with him being gone.
And Shipley barely saw the ball tonight again, so
Yeah,
I don't know
I'd
what's
rather
going on.
I'd much rather Shipley be out there than him
Yeah,
because we
it's
talked about it's like the Adoree Jackson, Keely Ringo, which we're wrong there maybe, but
yeah, we were.
Dillon's not going to get better. Shipley could get better.
Right.
Just
Yeah, he's a young kid.
but
Yeah. Yeah,
man,
and not just that, we this whole thing with who can we go get now and bring him in? We're bringing all
no,
these players. It's just not happening. It's just not
no,
happening. You got to have a better situation before the season starts.
no. And
So,
bad news is you know maybe I'm going too far, and I'm just that's maybe it's bad to record right after a game because I don't even know I have no hope.
yeah,
I mean, how do you fix this next year as far as like drafting? Like Lane Johnson's going to be gone. The offensive line's not very good with him.
right.
They're great in pass protection. It feels like, but
They are
you
fantastic.
have to draft an edge with the first pick.
Oh
But
yeah, we need
you might have to
yeah,
draft an offensive line with the first pick. I mean,
right.
it's a very difficult thing. You might have to draft a corner with the second or third
And
pick.
here we thought we had a great draft this year. Like we thought, okay, Makuba, who made a mistake, but he's
I thought
still a good player.
I think he's
He's
still a
still
descending
learning.
player. Yeah.
Jihad Campbell's still learning. He's only played
Yep.
in 6 games now. So, Vaughn is still playing at a high level, but made some good plays. But we just keep getting behind the 8 ball. We're just, it's second and 2 every time.
Yeah.
The quick out pass. These other coordinators are just out coaching. And that's really what's happening. We are getting out coached by the offensive on the other side. Our
Yeah.
defensive coaches are not working.
Which is weird
Fangio,
because it's
great,
Fangio.
but still, I mean, they are just out coaching him every day. Every first down, it's a 7 yard pass, and the guy's wide open.
Yeah.
And then it's second and 3, and then you got Skattebo just running up the gut.
No.
We got punched in the mouth today. We got beat last week. We got punched in the mouth today. Really got our butts kicked. This is really going to be a pivotal moment in this season. We'll see what happens in the they got 10 days off to get it right, but boy, they are going to get slammed by the media in Philly. It's going to
Oh
be rough.
yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be
All
rough.
right, let's say our goodbyes. We got to get going. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. If you like Philly Eagles Therapy, do us a favor, rate and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts on this horrible game, the atrocious last 2 weeks we are living through. And you can email us any questions at PhillyEaglesTherapy@gmail.com. But other than that, I'm not going to smile on the outro. From all of us here at Philly Eagles Therapy, I'm Basil.
And I'm Baz.
Go Birds.
Fly, Eagles, fly.